Hi everyone, my name is Taylor and this is my house of psychology. The basement is the bottom of the house that's used for storage, and it's where the learning and the development begin. Learning focuses on a range of topics and ideas and how they interact with their environment. Learning is a relatively permanent change in behavior that results from experience. Behaviorism has risen to dominant psychology and needed to measure only observable behavior. There are three types of learning: classical conditioning, operant conditioning, and observational learning. Classical conditioning is a learning process which an association is made between a prior neutral stimulus and a stimulus that originally evokes a response. Operant conditioning is a learning process in which the propensity of a response occurring is increased or decreased due to reinforcement or punishment, and observational learning is a process in which learning occurs through observing and copying others. The lifespan development shows how we change and grow from learning, maturing, and adapting from infancy to death. Psychologists view development as a lifelong process that can be scientifically studied across three developmental realms: physical, cognitive development, and psychosocial. Lifespan development also can give a better understanding of themselves, friends, family, and coworkers. Every individual grows in their own way, but this allows educators, counselors, and others to use the necessary tools to teach and empower others to help them become self-determined. The kitchen is the heart of the home where everyone gathers and they're able to store, cook, and prepare the food. Social is the examination of nearly every aspect of human existence through a psychological lens. Social psychology is the study of how individual or group behavior is influenced by the presence of behavior of others. The American Psychological Association states that social psychology is the study of how an individual's thoughts, actions, and feelings are affected by other people. This could be actual, imagined, or symbolically represented. Sometimes another person watching you changes how you will process information, behave, and react. Personality is the characteristics of behavior that make up a person's unique personality. This includes traits, drives, interests, values, self-concept, emotions, and abilities. This field studies the nature of a personality as well as its development, structure, traits, and dynamic process. Personality is one of the most fascinating and complex areas of study in psychology due to the way individuals develop. Personality is a complex area of study in psychology because it models after the Big Five or five-factor model, which says that personality can be defined by five broad areas of openness to experience: extraversion, consciousness, agreeableness. Personality traits have been measured and assessed by psychologists from observing behaviors, interviews, focus groups, and self-questionnaires. The library is the room where you can access information for knowledge. The library of the house is for cognitive thinking, and thinking is the mental process people use to read, learn, think, remember, reason, heed attention, and comprehend information to turn into knowledge. Cognitive thinking happens in the brain cells using neurons that interact with each other via electrical signals, and then thoughts through a chemical process are informed. Memory allows us to store, retain, and later retrieve information for later use. Memory is not always a simple process, as people can tend to forget or misrepresent things, or information is not stored properly. If you have dementia or Alzheimer's, there are issues of memory problems. Memory must be put into useful forms, which allow our brains to encode information to be used at a later time. Researchers believe that memories are formed due to brain neurons that change. Practice learning over and over strengthens that connections that store into memory. The bedroom is where people spend lots of time relaxing, sleeping, and recharging their bodies. Therapy refers to the use of psychological methods and systems to treat people with anxiety, depression, and mental disorders. There are 5 types of therapy: cognitive behavior therapy, psychodynamic therapy, humanistic therapy, psychoanalytic therapy, and integrative or holistic therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy has been used to assist people who struggle with negative thoughts or are looking to break a habit. The psychologist must study a patient's pattern of thinking and get a better understanding of these patterns. After the behavior is identified, the therapist can assist in negating thoughts, patterns that are causing emotional harm, and focus on coping mechanisms. Psychodynamic therapy focuses on self-awareness and self-examination. Psychologists are able to lead patients toward identifying the specific cause of relationship problems. Humanistic therapy focuses on examining a patient's worldview and how it plays into their daily life and the choices they make. The therapists help the patient gain personal acceptance and understand what the patient wishes to achieve in life and ultimately find methods to help get them to the end goal. Psychoanalytic therapy assists with understanding the subconscious or unconscious mind. This type of therapy works best with the patient who has undergone therapy for a long time but wants to get a better understanding of unconscious origin of their thoughts that have affected their actions. Holistic therapy is an approach to counseling based on the principles of psychosynthesis. The individual deals with the relationship among spirit, mind, and body of a person and addresses how issues in one person's life can affect other areas. Stress, lifestyle, and health is a way to communicate our differences, behavior, and interest into our daily living. For lifestyle, you have many types to choose from, but I'll just list 3. An active lifestyle, which is exercise, socialize, and enjoying the work you love. Healthy lifestyle is eating nutritious foods and avoiding junk food or fast food. Eating a good diet keeps you energetic. And solo lifestyle is people who like to be alone, live this lifestyle, and who are very independent. They like to travel and eat alone as they feel more responsible. You are under self-control and do not rely on anyone else. The attic at the top floor of the house that supports the roof structurally. Biopsychology affects the brain and nervous system and deals with behavior and cognition. It details how the mind-body connection is influenced by normal, harmed, or underdeveloped brains and how these behaviors affect the brain. The biopsychology approach believes that human behaviors are cause of genetic and physiology. Sensation is a deliberate experience brought about from stimulation on a specific sense organ, sensory nerve, or sensory area in the brain. The sensory organs such as ears, nose, and eyes and skin assist in detecting external stimuli. Sensation comes before perception that takes place before the brain is able to interpret what the stimulus means before it is detected. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you all enjoyed.